Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all guys today. Sorry for a little bit of the late start. Had some technical issues, some behind the scenes issues. That's all taken care of. We're all good. It's good to have everyone aboard. I'm gonna let everyone roll in. Give me 1 minute, we'll get right started. We'll get right started right quick. Let me close this door. Guys, roll on in. I'm going to get started in just a moment. All right, welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for y'all today. Looking forward to getting into all of this. All right, guys. Let me get this. What up, Cedric? Let's make that money, Jets Johnny. What up, Muscles? All right, let me pay my bills first, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, on all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, showing you how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. So join the Patreon. Get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. You get the lock of the week. You get Ask the Bookie anything. You get the access to the Discord where you get the live betting, the updated props. You get the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Just $5 a month. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar, the Carnival Bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, I'm going to go get a coffee, and I will be right back. All right, welcome everyone. Let's lock this money. Let's get this money. No more Caleb Plant excuses. Let's get some money. What up, Rocket? All right, so let me just kind of break down this week, what this week is going to look like the rest of the week. Well, tomorrow, I'm going to go live again today at about 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, Eastern time. I'm going to drop the Keyshawn and De Los Santos video. That you're going to get that tonight as well. And then I'm going to get on to Kelvin Davis or Ivan Zuko. I'm going to get into a lot of that. So I'm going to get you guys at least 2 more videos after this. And I'll be going live again tomorrow about this time. And then Thursday and Friday are still up in the air. I'll keep you guys in the loop on that. But that's the plan for this weekend. I'll be in Virginia. I'll be at the Keyshawn fight. So I'll have interviews and live content from the weigh-in and the fight. All right. Let's if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in the comment section. I'll get to it. What up, GOAT? What up? What up, Fast Car? What up, Fast Car? There was a video from Frank Martin interview of him saying Edwin is having problems in his camp. Where can I send it to you? Oh, wow. Hang on. All right, hang on. You could join that link, enter that link, and you could drop it in the private chat. It's a private chat. If you jump in, you can put it in there. Mike Perez money line at minus 350. Let me get to this. Thank you, Oscar. Oscar says I'm one of the greats. I do appreciate that. You could probably try to drop it in here. I think I'll be able to see it. Put it in the live comment. If that doesn't work, put it in the live comment. See if that jumps up. I think if you put it in the live comments, I can see it, but they can't. I'm pretty sure, Goat. I saw where Edwin. I said Frank said Edwin is going to beat me. I disagree with him. I disagree with that. I like De Los Santos. He ain't going to win that fight. What kind of problem is Edwin having? Divulge on this. I'll try if he can send it. I will play it. All right. I wanted to address one comment. Where is it? 79X. What we think about Mike Perez? My inkling is Mike Perez wins the fight. I don't love I'm laying off this fight. I would, if I had to bet it, I would take Mike Perez to win. I'll put it at that, but I'm not betting that fight. So, we'll just a little bit. Let me pull up the pro boxing odds first. Yeah, find it. Let me know. Yeah, let's hear about this. I will as soon as he finds it, I will share it. I will play it. We'll break it down. All right, I want to get to the pro boxing odds. There's not much here. Still, not much has changed. I mean, we got Josh Kelly. We don't have him on DraftKings. DraftKings added a bunch of fights on Friday. Nothing there with intriguing odds. Look at FanDuel, man. FanDuel is just showing off at this point. There's not much going on. All right, so all right, the next two fights that I'm going to do after I drop the Keyshawn video, and the Keyshawn video will be live today. After I drop that, I'm going to drop Zuko and Kelvin Davis in some order. I'm probably going to do Kelvin Davis next. I'm into that fight. So those are going to be the two next fights I break down. Kelvin Davis, now here Albright, Caleb Simpson, Ivan Zuko. Those are the next two. All right. Let me get into the tape. I need the DraftKings. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Hang on, can I? Hang on. Hey, is this Matt Hunter? What's up, Matt Hunter? I'm trying to do something here. Hang on real quick. Hang on. it is. Got it. All right, I'm going to play this. Hang on. Let me get this set up, and I will play it in a second. We're ad-libbing here.
Experience into the next fight. Is it just the fact that
you get the dub and keep going, but I feel like De La
Santos. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this?
Santos is a good fighter. I think he's having some complications going on. People don't know about, but for the most part, man, he go and do what he's supposed to do against De La Santos. Like, I'm with it. We can make something happen, but it'll have to be at 140. I'm not going back down to 135. I know he's the champion right now, but for me, if everybody want to see the fight happen, it got to be at 140 for me. I want to be comfortable at the weight that I fight at.
Yeah, and obviously at that point, it would be a more electrifying fight where both fighters feel fresh, right? In the sense
for sure. And I think he will. I think he'll come to 40. So I don't think that'll be a problem.
With that kind of opportunity when you were able to fight for a world championship, and it was able to fight what some people felt was the best champion at that particular time. What did you learn, like on a technical aspect? Right?
Let me bring this back real quick.
Kind of discussed like your weight, could have probably been more suited at 140.
The dub and keep green light. So I wish him the best in his next fight. You get the dub and keep going, but I feel like De La Santos is a good fighter. I think he's having some complications going on. People don't know about, but for the most part, man, he go and do what he's supposed to do against De La Santos. Like, I'm with it. We can make something happen, but it'll have to be at 140. I'm not going back down to 135. I know he's the champion right now, but for me, if everybody want to see the fight happen.
All right. I guess that's it. He didn't really elaborate. Ron's my boy too. Ron, you got to ask the follow-up there. What complications? Come on, Ron. That's all good though. No, you got to ask the follow-up. What complications? You mentioned it, not me. What complications you having? Shout out to Ron though. Good job on that interview. His complication. It's been a year and a half. And his last fight was the Shakur Stevenson fight, which was an absolute disaster. It was just horrible. De La Santos is a really, really good fighter. I just don't like. He doesn't do anything better than Keyshawn, so he's not going to win. Keyshawn's a better athlete. Keyshawn moves better. Keyshawn's a better jabber. Keyshawn's a better boxer. I think De La Santos is really, really good. But if you watch, and I've been breaking down the tape on Keyshawn his last couple of fights. Keyshawn's vastly improved. Bomac really is turning him into the next Terrence Crawford. He really is. I wasn't that high on I was really high on Keyshawn when he turned pro, and then I soured on him a little bit. But I'm all the way back on the Keyshawn bandwagon. Keyshawn, he's sitting down on his power a little more. He's committing to his shots. He's putting punches together. He's not just a back foot guy. He's coming forward. He's doing a lot of things well. He's fighting. He's fighting like Terrence Crawford, stylistically. I'm not saying he's as good as Crawford. No one is. But he's fighting like Terrence Crawford. He said that people don't about blue collar, that makes it seem like it's something more. Yeah, it did seem like there's something to it. That's why I want Ron to ask him the follow-up. Ask him the follow-up question. Yeah, it's too brief, but it didn't have to be. I'm not trying to kill my boy Ron here, though. Still lost to Andy Cruz several times. I'm going to take – there's my poll question. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start a poll question. All right. That's going to be the poll question. Who wins if they fight next? Keyshawn? Andy Cruz? I'm going to ask this question after, guys, vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll. I'm going to ask this question again after Keyshawn annihilates De La Santos and see if the poll changes. But, guys, everyone vote in the poll. I know how I think this is going to go. But I'm interested in seeing what you guys think, because I know what I think. And I've just spoke really. I'll let you guys vote. I'll give my take later. I've lost so much money betting on fighters coming off a year or longer layoff. Well, all PBC fighters are coming off a year or longer layoff because they don't fight but once a year. So it is what it is. But I agree. I don't like the layoffs. I don't like the inactivity. It's not a good scene. It doesn't work well. I'm not a fan of layoffs. Like, people should stay busy, but like you see Michael Angeletti now. Michael Angeletti now was PBC's prospect of the year. They don't have any more cards. So now Michael Angeletti is a pro box fighter. He fights on pro box. What's up, Don Julio? De Los Santos is going to get countered with something big. Can't decide if I want to take the over or not. I think it goes the distance. I do. But I don't know. I think Keyshawn, the odds are -900. Just throw that in your parlay. Just parlay Keyshawn Davis with other fights, and you should be fine. Like, Keyshawn Davis is going to win. Does he win by knockout or decision? I'm leaning towards decision, but I'm not convinced of that. The odds aren't great enough to sway me one way or the other. Keyshawn has improved a lot, though. He's developing well. He's 26, right? So he's not your typical amateur who's 21, 22. He's 26. He's ready. Like, he's close to a finished product is what I'm saying. He's not old, obviously. He's 26. He's still very young, but it's time for him to move up. Like, if you would have asked me a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, who wins, Floyd Schofield or Keyshawn, I would have said Floyd. I would have said Floyd. I would have said Schofield gets in, roughs him up, outworks him, breaks him down, frustrates him, and nullifies his speed and athleticism. If you ask me that now, I would say Keyshawn beats him. Keyshawn beats him wide. 79, take the over half knockdown prop on FanDuel. Is there? Oh, it's FanDuel. Sup, Rando? What's up, Rando? Who cares about the amateurs? Gary Anton Russell with boots and the amateurs every time they fought. Well, to be fair, Gary Anton Russell is one hell of a pro, 79. Like, you guys know I'm a huge Gary Anton Russell. I know he lost one fight. It didn't look good. But again, it was inactivity. Gary Anton Russell is a hell of a 140-pounder. Guys, vote in the poll. I want to see what everyone thinks in the poll. I think Frank saying Edwin is having issues in camp could be a built-in excuse in case he loses. I don't know, Muscle. I mean, I just wish there was more to it. He just said it real quick. It was good for Goat to even pick up on that. I don't even know. It was so brief. And it's missing. There needed to be a follow-up. And then Ron missed it. That's all right, though. Now, I don't think Andy has improved a lot. I don't see any type of killer instinct to Andy Cruz. Keyshawn definitely does. Really, you thinking a distance? I'm not convinced on a distance Goat, but if you like a gun to my head, I gotta pick it. I say Keyshawn on points. De Los Santos is really good. De Los Santos is quick. He's athletic. He can fight off the back foot. This could turn into a battle of the jabs, right? Like, De Los Santos has power, so Keyshawn's not going to just walk through him. De Los Santos checks a lot of boxes, like he does. He's just not as good as Keyshawn at any of those things, right? So could Keyshawn stop him? I would just lay off and take the money line. I don't have props on my book. Let me check my book. I didn't have props yesterday. Let me see if I have props in this fight now. Still have no props. Does anyone have props in their book by Keyshawn by stoppage, Keyshawn by points? I want to see what those look like. If anyone has those props, let me know. Matt's my former. I used to co-host MCR with Matt. Matt's my boy. Matt's a big Andy Cruz fan. I think we all are. Very possible, Muscle, but yeah, I wish Ron would have asked more about that. The whole Russell boxing family are experts in NXT. You got that right. You know, Gary, I thought Gary Russell Jr. was the most skilled fighter at that time, like him and Crawford. And he fought once a year, and he had a great career, but he's just kind of pissed things away a little bit. And, you know, he made good money, and, you know, it's just like, it could have been more to me. It could have been more. Like, he should have rematched at some point with Lomachenko, and these things just never came to fruition. They never came through, and that's unfortunate. I thought Gary Russell could have been an all-time great fighter. I think Gary Antoine Russell is great, too, but did we think he shuts out Boots if they – No. You know, now there are different weight classes. Boots is bigger, but, you know, if they fought now at 147, obviously I would pick Boots, right? But Gary Antoine Russell, I don't want to belittle Gary Antoine Russell. I think Gary Antoine Russell is a complete fighter. I think he's a dog with super sharp skills that can come forward and can take you apart systematically. I agree, Go. I wish you would have him. Yeah. Well, the Russells are masters. You know, they're master boxers. It's tough. Gary Antoine Russell is a great athlete. He's physically strong. He's fast as hell. He has good power. He comes forward. He breaks you down at a high level. If Key has problems defending De Los Santos' power shots, I see it going the distance. If Key countering is on fire, like it always is, he's going to stop him. It depends on, like, so let me ask this question. Who's going to be up the front foot in this fight? Who's the front foot guy? Who's the back foot guy? Or do they just sit and trade in the pocket? That's possible, too. I don't see that happening. I think someone's going to be the aggressor in this fight. And if you watch both of them, both guys can fight coming forward. Both guys can fight going backwards. So I think Keyshawn's going to come forward because I think that he can get De Los Santos to open up. When De Los Santos opens up, he's very flawed, right? Keyshawn's much sharper. He's much tighter. He's much more fundamentally sound when he takes his shots. De Los Santos drops his hands. He gets overly aggressive, and you can counter him. So I think Keyshawn's going to come forward and try to bring a firefight to De Los Santos and get him to open up and then counter him and beat him like that. That's kind of how I see it. Key points is all right. Coach says key on points is minus 130. Key by KO is minus 170. So this it's paying pretty good money by stoppage. Yeah, we're getting the same thing. Key at 135, 175. So we're all in the same thing there. Keyshawn. So we're getting about minus 130 to minus 140. Keyshawn on points, minus 170-ish by stoppage. I'm leaning towards those odds aren't going to sway me one way or the other. I'm not taking Keyshawn by stoppage because it's plus 170. Although those are pretty good odds. Andy Hiroka? Who is Andy Hiroka fighting? Oh, are you asking me if I think Gary Antoine Russell? Is that what you're asking me if I think Gary Antoine Russell beats Andy Hiroka? I think so. Yeah, I would feel confident in that pick. And I like Andy Hiroka too, but I would take Gary Antoine Russell to beat him. What do we do at another debate show? Text me, Matt. You got my number? Text me. Let me know. Key's going to be the back foot. He always is. You got my number, Matt. You can text me whenever you need me. I'm there. He's going to be on the back foot. He's not always on the back foot. Was he on the back foot with Gustavo Lamos? He's not always on the back foot. He was early in his career. He was. His last couple of fights, he has not been off the back foot. The two fights I just taped him on. Hang on. Baranchek, he wasn't off the back foot, and Gustavo Lemos, he wasn't on the back foot. Miguel Medueno, he really wasn't on the back, but either you go before that, Pedraza on down, Albright, Anthony Egit, yeah, he's on the back foot. Before that, after that, he's really not. He's coming forward a lot more. It's a fencing match for the first 3 to 4 rounds, and Keyshawn will turn it on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I back? Yep. Whoever said Keyshawn would be. Now I got an echo. Can you guys hear me? I got an echo. 1 second. Can you hear me? We good? All right. Now I see the echo. Can you guys hear the echo? This is crazy. I'm just going to go. Can you hear the echo? Can you guys hear the echo? This is wild to me. Everything just shut down. All right. On my end, I'll just try to work. I got to go on my end to work through it. All right, guys. Let's get the draft. I'm doing and trying to figure this out. Start a new stream. I'm going to work through the echo I have on my end. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, thoughts. Super chats, put them in the comment section below. So Pierce O'Leary, Liam Dillon. I like Pierce O'Leary in this fight. I like him by stoppage. I still don't have a stoppage prop, but I like Pierce O'Leary. Wardley Uni, I like Uni. I also like this fight to not go the distance, but I don't have a prop on that either at this time. So you guys stay up to date with me. As soon as the props drop, go over to the Discord. I'll break it down in the Discord for you. Abdullah Mason, I like Mason by stoppage too. I don't have a Mason stoppage. Keyshawn Davis, I like Keyshawn. I don't have any props on him. Just take him on the money line. Keyshawn on the money line. Pretty good bet to me. Jayat Pattaya by destruction. Once Jayat Pattaya by stoppage comes out, take Jayat Pattaya by stoppage. You'll be safe with that. And then Nakatani, always a safe bet. I would take Nakatani. Nakatani money line, minus 750. Lock it up. Take it. You're good. that's what we got now. We also got the Zuko fight. We have Kelvin Davis, which I'm going to break down. After this, I'm going to drop the Keyshawn Davis De Los Santos video. You guys will have that. Then I'm going to start working on the Kelvin Davis video tonight. And then additionally, after all that, I'm going to go live again tonight. We'll break it all down. I'm going to try to get my audio fixed here. This is really, really annoying. Guys, let me check my poll. Oh, you guys all think Keyshawn beats Cruz? Guys, vote in the poll if you have not. Vote now if you have not. I was not expecting that. I was expecting you guys to pick Cruz. Everyone's really high on Keyshawn right now. That's good to see. All right. I was going to take Keyshawn too. I thought Keyshawn, y'all were going to pick Cruz, and then Keyshawn was going to blow out De Los Santos, and then all y'all were going to switch your votes. I went back and watched the Albright Davis fight. I big think Brother Kelvin gets it done as well. I got to go back and watch it. I'm going to start working that next. My first inkling is that Kelvin loses. They're not offering props for Mason. Hopefully, as we get closer to the fight, they will be. Check out the Discord, Gary. Let me check. Yeah, we got Keyshawn by decision at minus 140. Keyshawn by KO plus 170. Yeah, Fabio Worley. Yeah. Do you have just the fight not to go the distance? That's what I'm looking at. All right, let me get through the rest of these. Tiger Johnson, Boca Chica Saturday on Davis De Los Santos. That's an interesting fight. Boca Chica is better than people think, and Tiger Johnson's not as good as people think. I don't think that highly of Joseph. He's a decent fighter. He's not going to be a world champion or anything like that. Does he have a fight coming up? He's already like 30-something years old. He's a good fighter. Detroit guy, right? He's from Detroit. Oh, yeah, he's fighting on he is fighting. He's fighting Wendy Toussaint. That's a really interesting fight. I like Wendy. Dylan had never been stopped ever going against harder hitters like Bellotti. Yeah, but it's a matter of pressure and volume that Pierce O'Leary puts on you. Pierce by KO is minus 185. They're not offering Apataya by stoppage on Hard Rock. Yeah. All right, we'll get to that. Also, my book is Keon Davis versus Michael. Take Keon by. That's fine. Tiger Johnson versus Boca Chica will be interesting for sure. I can't get behind Kelvin winning. He won by majority decision. It was his highest fight, and Kelvin isn't half the fighter kid. I agree. Tiger's odds are 2 odds. I agree. Tiger can never lose this. Can lose this fight. Tiger can lose this fight. Boca Chica, while giving Norman problems and dropped him. I am way more impressed by Keon than Kelvin, honestly. It's very early for Keon. But I was never impressed with Kelvin, other than his height and his reach. What do you think of Joe Ward? He's fighting LaRon Richards. That's a tough fight. I got to get to the tape on that. We still got a month for that fight. I'll get to it, but I need time to break that down. If it tests the Tiger heavy, I take you guys already know that T.O. canceled the fight with Devin. It's T.O.'s a straight up duck. It's always, yeah. That's back. All right, bro. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for everyone coming by. I will be live tonight. Let me wrap up my poll. This echo I have on my end is killing me. I got to figure this out. All right, y'all. It is. Oh, it's a wash. 88 for Cruz and 85 for Keyshawn, 15 for Cruz. All right, y'all. It is June 3rd, 2025. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless. I'll see y'all tonight about 8 o'clock.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.